everyone, welcome to my channel. So this is my first video. I'm a tarot reader. I've read tarot for over 13 years. I read tarot, oracle, angel cards, Lenormand deck, pretty much anything. So this is going to be my first video, and I wanted to do a pick a card reading about the advice that you need. So all you gotta do is just focus on pile 1, 2, 3, and just choose whichever one that you feel most drawn to. You can choose multiple decks. It's okay. I know that sometimes I like to choose multiple ones because you get more advice. So it's okay if you want to choose 1 and 3, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, it doesn't matter. But just pick 1, 2, or 3, and then we'll get started. Okay. So if you chose pile number 1, these are your cards. Focus on the positive. It's time to stop being negative and down on yourself. And you need to start attracting more positivity into your life. If you feel like that the world is just against you and you're confused or you're lost or you can't catch a break, I get it. But at the end of the day, right before you go to bed, I challenge you to think of at least one positive thing that happened. It could be something that happened to you or a sibling, a friend, a coworker. It could even be a great aunt. It doesn't matter. I want you to think of that one thing and focus on it. So whatever you do, you need to stop being so down on yourself. You need to cut yourself a break. It's time to stop. Because you don't deserve to be in that mindset. You didn't do anything wrong. But you need to start focusing on the positive. Your next card is self-respect. You need to respect yourself. You're the best judge of what's right for you and only you. So you need to remember that. You need to stop allowing people just to walk all over you. Don't let someone tell you how to live your own life. I mean, look at the card. She's a mermaid. And she's comfortable being unique. She's different. And it doesn't matter. You be you. You know what is best for yourself. This one is from the Crazy Sexy Love deck. And I love these cards. So I pulled 3 of them for you. And the first one is be mindful with your money, honey. So this is when you spent way too much money and you need to start saving. Whether you're saving for a vacation, a new car, a new house, or even a pair of shoes or a computer that you've always wanted. You need to stop spending so much and start saving because you're going to regret it in about 3 to 6 months. If you're shopping just to numb the pain or escape a negative situation, I understand. I get it. We all do it. But you need to really stop doing that so much. Just start putting some off into a savings account every now and then. Every paycheck that you get or money that you get from birthdays or holidays, just take some of that and put it away in a savings account because you will be grateful that you did it later on. And you need to know that any unwise decision that you've made in the past is behind you. So if you've been unlucky with money, just let it go and start a new day. It's never too late to start over. That's what I'm getting for a lot of you, is it's never too late to start over. The second one from that one is unplug. So it's interesting because I said that you're saving for a vacation, and there you are on a vacation. So this one, you need to get away from it. You need to get away from the daily grind. You need to recharge your soul batteries by unplugging the digital world. Connect yourself by disconnecting with outside distractions. This is like to-do lists or, constantly going to work or being involved in things you just should not be involved in that are just draining you. You need to take a break. I mean, you don't have to go to like Bali or anything or Bora Bora, but you can just take a vacation and stay in your house. You know, unplug your phone, stay away from the tablet, any kind of like computers, just stay away from it. You need to get away from it all and stop focusing on all that, because you cannot heal in the environment in which made you unhealthy. Your third card is something bigger is on the way. So everything that you're going through right now, there is a purpose. And I know that everyone says that, but it's true. And I'm getting that a lot of you feel like that there's something there and you can't figure it out. And you can't explain it. And you feel like that if you do explain it, it'll make you crazy, but you're not crazy, because something bigger is on the way. And you gotta stay positive. You gotta focus on being positive. You gotta believe in yourself and have more respect for yourself. But something bigger is on the way. Just know that the universe always has your back, no matter what. So I drew 2 other cards, one that you have to let go of. This is what you need to let go of and what you need to embrace. What you need to let go of is the 2 of Swords. Indecision, confusion. Let the blindfold come off. Just let it go. I mean, I always tell everyone that swords, they cut both ways. You know, so when you're clearing out all the negativity, you're going to be allowing yourself to embrace the positive things that are coming into your life. You're going to be so fulfilled and have so much abundance coming to you. Like, you don't even know. Like, you have your blindfold on, you don't even know. But it's coming, because you know what you need to embrace is by looking at a situation from a new point of view. I'm getting that some of you really need to look at your past and look at the patterns and then try to find a new way to do it. I mean, because I'm also seeing choices with this. So there's 2 paths that you can follow. You can either continue to be in the same position or you can change it. That's what you need to do. But definitely something bigger is on the way. You don't need to worry. You know, I know that you're lost and you're confused and nothing is changing and life just, I mean, it doesn't suck. It's not what you expected it to be. But don't worry, because it will be. I mean, look at the sunrise. It's coming. You just got to be patient. Okay, so that is pile number 1. I hope it resonated. If it did, please leave a comment. Now, if you chose pile number 2, these are your cards. Your advice is to lead by example. So you need to back up whatever you're saying and to take the advice that you're giving other people, which is easier said than done. We all know that. But you need to lead by example. So if you're telling someone, get out of a crappy relationship, it's time for you to look at your relationship. And if you are also in a crappy one, then it's time to go. I mean, if you're just giving all this advice that you should be taking, it's time to take your own advice. Next card is power. So you need to own your own power. And remember that every storm brings fresh new beginnings. So everything that you're going through is making you a more powerful, stable person. I mean, I get that the whole thunderstorm is unstable, but she's not shaken, and neither should you. So face your fears. I mean, look at, if you've seen this, that's so pretty. Yeah, you need to own your power and stand up for yourself. Definitely. Your next card, or 3 cards from the Crazy Sexy Love deck, is stop comparing. What are you doing? You're you. You can't compare yourself to other people. You know, you're unique in your own way. Be the orange in a bucket of, or a bowl of apples. I mean, you're unique and you're beautiful and you're special. So why are you trying to fit yourself into a cookie cutter or a mold that you don't really belong in? You never did. You weren't designed that way. So be who you are. Be unique. You know, apples don't compare themselves to oranges, and stars don't compete with other stars. You know, you need to know that there's room for all to shine in the universe. You need to embrace your differences and also embrace the differences of others. You know, allow people to rise up and be okay with themselves, you know, like lead by example, because there are people who are looking at you right now who are inspired by you, but you're not giving them anything for them to improve themselves. You know, like you have, see, it's so funny. I love it when it does this. You have so much power and you don't even know. You have so much influence and you don't even know it. Like, what are you doing? You need to stop comparing, because you're not like everybody else. You're not like them. And that's okay. Embrace all parts of yourself. Your next card. It's time to stop procrastinating. Your current obligations and responsibilities can no longer be put off. So it's time to start moving, and you gotta do it now. I mean, because look, the clock's running out. And if you don't do it now, it's not gonna be done. It's just, you're gonna be stuck on this path, and you don't want to be stuck on a path like that. You don't. You'll be so relieved and proud when all of this is behind you. But you need to stop comparing. You gotta stop comparing, and you need to embrace your power. And you need to make waves, which I love when all these cards go together, because they do. See? These two go together. And that's so cool. But you need to make waves, and you need to embrace being unique and being you. You know, who cares? No one cares. At the end of the day, they only care about themselves. I mean, really, I know that's, people are probably going to say no, but I mean, at the end of the day, what's important is what you do for yourself and what makes you happy. As long as you're not harming anybody else and you're not being mean or whatever, then that's fine. You be you. It's time to make waves, and it's time to shake things up and get your life started. You know, it's your turn to make a splash, you know, and if you rock a few boats, then that's what you gotta do. You know, you may fail, you may look foolish, or you may make people think of you in a completely new way. And I know I just said that it doesn't matter what other people think, but I mean, it's also yourself too. So you gotta make waves. You know, every great trailblazer and change maker made waves, and you're no different. I mean, look at this. I mean, I keep bringing them up, but come on. Honey, you gotta do something. You are doing something that you're not meant to do. And there's so much more that's coming to you. You have so much influence and so much power, and you're letting it go. Why are you letting it go? Are you scared? Are you embarrassed? You got to do something. You can't just sit around and wait for change to happen, because it's not going to happen. You need to be the one who makes the waves, who makes that change. And you got to lead by example and own your power. Okay, so these two is what you need to leave behind and what you need to embrace. And so what you need to leave behind is the 8 of Cups. This is that feeling when you've had enough. You know, you're at your wit's end. You're done. You're like done. But you're still emotionally invested, and it's time to just walk away from a really bad situation. I don't know if you're in a bad relationship or a bad marriage, or if you're not being treated well at work, or maybe your friends are they're not kind to you. They're not real friends, but it's time to let it go and walk away. You're ready. You can go. You need to stop clinging on, because look at what you need to embrace. You need to embrace the end. It may hurt. It's going to be painful, but it's necessary, and this is definitely necessary for your transformation. Just let the end happen. Understand that you have no control over what is going to happen, but you do have control over how you react and how you embrace the change. Because this, I always see tens as there's an end to it, but it's also a transition. So this is the end of your chapter, and you're going on to something so much better. You are reclaiming your power. Those are awesome cards. So thank you. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please leave a comment. If you chose pile number 3, these are your cards. Patience is a virtue. Oh, that's super pretty. That's really pretty. What are you trying to rush? There's no need to rush. Everything's going to happen in its own time. You know, everything's happening for a reason. So you need to be patient. You can't rush things. This is not something that needs to be rushed. You have to take your time. Things have to work out in their own way. Your next card is Blessings, which kind of goes with this one. I mean, look at the stars and the colors. You need more serenity in your life. But blessings, so you need to count your blessings and know that a grateful heart attracts more love, joy, and prosperity. So you need to be more grateful about the things that you have in your life. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, that it's a blessing in disguise. Something didn't happen. You were hoping that it was happening. You're getting a little impatient. You need to remember to be patient. But definitely you were in a situation, or you were about to be in a situation that never went to your expectations, and you're kind of PO'd about it. You're annoyed, you're sad, you know, but know that it happened for a reason. There is a purpose for it. You were not meant to have that. There's more that's going to be coming on the way. You just need to be patient. Now, your next 3 cards are from the Crazy Sexy Love Notes, and I love these. They're super cute. So your first card is to celebrate your love. This is your advice. And know that when we cherish our beloved, the bond grows stronger. So whether you're in a relationship or you're married, I mean, it's the same thing. But I mean, if you're dating or you're married, or even if you're just friends with somebody, you know, you need to know that they have to be loved and they have to be showed that love. And you should give it as much as you possibly can, or as often as you can, because right now they're not feeling it. And I mean, you need to celebrate it. I mean, if you love someone, tell them, show them, you know, do something nice for them. It doesn't always have to mean that you need to spend money on them. You just do something that's kind or thoughtful. You need to know that you need more intimacy and more trust and more friendship in your relationships. You know, it's easy to get comfortable and put your relationship on cruise control, but you need to do something to liven it up, to spice it up. You know, do something special and spontaneous. And just so you know, if you're currently looking for someone, like if you're looking for your soulmate, you need to take yourself out. You need to go out and do something that'll distract you, because they always say that once you stop looking, that's when they're finally going to come to you. And I mean, it is true. It's true for a lot of people. But you need to do something for yourself. You know, because even though you're not in a, if you're single, even though you're not in a relationship, you are in a relationship with yourself. And you need to work on your self-love and how you care for yourself and how you celebrate yourself. Because that is more important than any man, any woman, any whatever. Like, you need to work on you. And you need to treat yourself how you would expect someone else to treat you. Because we tend to forget when we're in relationships, we just allow, not all of us, but some of us allow them to treat us however, you know, because we're getting attention or we're getting what we think is love. But we don't really understand it because we haven't achieved that self-love. And you need to start working on your self-love. You need to make yourself happy, because the happier you are, the more connected you are to yourself, and the more attractive you will be to others. So you need to work on celebrating your love for others and for yourself. Nourish yourself. It's time to get healthy. You need to do something about your eating habits, and you need to ask yourself if you've been using food to numb rather than nourish, and be honest. You know, if so, then break from that pattern today. Show your body that you care by choosing healthy foods. Even, I also see this as nourish yourself in a psychological way. You need to be better to yourself. You know, wishes fulfilled. I love this. Oh, I love the little wispies. So you need to know that your wishes have been germinating and that it's coming. What you wanted is on its way. You got to be patient, sweetheart. You have to be patient, because the best things, the biggest blessings they're going to take the longest. You're not going to get it so fast. It's going to take a while because it's so big. But you need to know that faith is required, you know, and fulfillment is here, or it's just around the corner. But you need to have confidence. You're capable of more than anything. You're definitely capable of manifesting your deepest desires. And it's all happening. You just need to have faith. And you know what? Just go out and don't worry about it. Just know that the universe has got your back. So what you need to let go of and what you need to embrace. What you need to let go of is the 5 Pentacles. Don't rely on anybody else but yourself. You know, don't wallow in misery or whatever because you're not getting the things that you wanted, or because you feel like nobody cares. You gotta just, I'm seeing pity. Like, no, you don't need to pity yourself, and you don't need the pity of other people. You know, and I feel like that you're waiting for people to just be different. You're waiting for people to change. You're waiting for someone to give you that helping hand that you desire. But it's not going to happen from other people. I mean, you need to let go of expectations. And what you need to embrace is the journey, because you're going on your journey. This is also travel. I see that some of you are going to be going overseas, going to a new house, or going on vacation. Whatever you're doing it to escape, but not escape in a bad way. It's more like you're leaving for a better life. You know that it's coming. It's coming. So you better pack your bags now, because you're going to be leaving. You just need to have patience. Have patience and know that it's all coming. It's all on its way. But please remember to love yourself and to nourish yourself. Give yourself much needed attention. If that reading resonated, please let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope to make more of these. If you have any suggestions or comments, let me know. Please subscribe and like this video. I would really appreciate it. All right, thank you. Love and light.